Just a quick one, guys. We've released our January merch drop, so do browse the new collection. We've got the Mr. Blue Nose tees, along with our Stauncho Meter tees. Do, as I said, browse the collection by going down into the link in the description, or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be discussing a bit of transfer news, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours, as always. Despite it being the winter break, there is a little bit of information coming out, and of course, we are in the January transfer window, so it seems that every single day, we are loosely linked to some players. However, first and foremost, guys, in a bit of a transformative bit of detail with regards to Ibrox. We've sort of heard about the news that the Union Bears are moving place in the into another stand, of course, having more space, more central, nicknamed the Rangers End, and of course then, you know, we're getting a bit of an extension which should see Ibrox see the capacity go up by another sort of 600 seats. However, in a new way to get more fans in through the door, Rangers are of course now experimenting with moving away supporters that from, you know, the smaller teams throughout Scotland. I'm not begrudging, you know, Celtic, Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen. They do usually sell out their allocation, but teams like sort of Livingston's, you know, the smaller teams within the division don't fill up that sort of Govan End corner and don't really bring any supporters. So it leaves a lot of space for our supporters to take the seats, but due to that away allocation being there, we can actually never really get them in because, well, there'd be fights and, you know, there's rules that state they have to be sort of segregated. Now, however, Rangers now want to trial something else and put away fans of the smaller supports up in the club deck, and basically said that they're going to be having a trial in the game against Livingston. This is what Rangers had to say on their website. And next month, Scottish Premiership home fixture against Livingston, Rangers will undertake a trial move for away supporters within Ibrox Stadium. The trial's objective is to maximise the number of Rangers supporters within Ibrox Stadium and help further amplify the matchday atmosphere and the support of the team. Traditionally, away supporters at Ibrox are located within the Govan West corner, and this will remain the case for clubs who take a large number of tickets made available to them. However, with some visiting clubs only using a small proportion of the tickets, Rangers will, for this match, welcome Livingston supporters in the club deck, thus allowing Rangers to make the Govan West corner available to our own supporters and therefore increase the number of Rangers fans within the stadium. Following the game, Rangers will make a thorough assessment of the success of the trial before making any decisions on repeating the trial at future matches. Over 20,000 My Jers members are on the season ticket waiting list, and the club will continue to explore options to maximise the number of tickets available to Rangers supporters, both home and away. Season ticket holders who cannot attend a home match are encouraged to use Seat Sub to make their seat available to another Rangers supporter. Supporters using Seat Sub receive 75% of their ticket price back as a credit for future purchases and help ensure Ibrox remains full to provide maximum support to the men's first team. Well, it does seem the board are sort of experimenting and doing other bits and pieces with regards to the stadium to try and improve the matchday experience, something that's been murmured for a while. However, I do think this would be a good trial, especially in those games, as I say, with the support that bring a smaller away allocation. That should be the case, and I do believe that's a very, very good idea, and also makes them away supporters trek up to the club deck and gives better seats for our supporters. I've been up the club deck a few times and it's a trek to get up there, so yeah, the away supporters can enjoy that one. And we see in European games, when we've been playing away in Europe recently as well, we're always in the heavens, and you know, you want to try and keep it our supporters down there and shut the away fans up at the top. I'm all for that, but yeah, I think that's obviously that's taking place against Livingston, a very, very good idea. Now, in other news, some transfer news for you guys. Still fairly quiet with regards to the incoming front. Every day it does seem as though a new player is linked to the football club, which is still the case. And again, not enough substance to really bring you any more stories with regards to players coming in through the door. It's those same names that we are hearing about, sort of. But there is a new one that has emerged. Batshuayi is a potential transfer that we could try and get. Again, we're being linked pretty strongly to him. Of course, Batshuayi has been doing very, very well across the years. Again, this one splits fan bases. He's played in England, he's played in Germany, he's played in Turkey, he's played everywhere, and he's a decent goal scorer. If you look at his goal scoring record, I think he could do a real good job at Rangers if he was to come in through the door. Again, at the moment, we're sort of, you know, linked to him at this moment in time. You know, some sources stating that we're looking to try and land him. But at this moment in time, in terms of the reputable journalists bringing this story, I haven't got enough substance just yet to dive too deep into this transfer rumour, but it is someone that we are being linked with at this moment in time. So maybe just one to watch when we do go for this January transfer window. It is a player that, of course, well, he's Belgian, and he's a player that Philippe Clement is supposed to be very fond of. And I think a player of his calibre coming into this league, I think he would absolutely do a job. He's done really, really well since being out in Turkey, and his game time has been limited. He's been behind sort of Edin Dzeko, so yeah, I think he would do a really, really good job for Rangers, and I would be excited to see this one if a deal could be done for it. But again, no real concrete information with regards to this one just yet, just linked at this moment in time. But if anything comes up, I'll be sure to update you with regards to it. Now, in other news, guys, we've got some talk with regards to James Tavernier. Yes, James Tavernier being linked with a big money move away from Rangers this January. Yes, the Saudi Pro League. Now, the Saudi Pro League was was a trending subject throughout the summer months. Of course, a lot of high-profile players making moves over to the Middle East for big money, big wages, and in return, clubs were getting big transfer fees for these players. However, since going out there, I think I watched one Saudi Pro League game. I think I was smoking some shisha in a bar in Belgrade. It was on the TV. It was absolute crap standard. And since then, it's going to take a little while if they're going to try and build something. Obviously, it's not an overnight project that's going to take place. And over the years, they do have a lot of money to chuck at it. But it does seem a lot of their talent are unsettled at this moment in time within the Middle East and are seeking moves away. Already since the summer, Jordan Henderson's a high-profile one looking to try and get out. Roberto Firmino's another player that sort of wants to leave as well. And there's other sort of cases as well of players that want to go back to Europe and play at the highest level. But as I said, James Tavernier is a name now being linked. Apparently 3 unnamed Saudi Pro League clubs are interested in the Rangers captain. Which is fine. Again, loose information at this moment in time with regards to it. A fairly decent source, of course, but at this moment in time, unnamed, and there's no been real contact made, just linked to the football club, linked with a move to one of those clubs. Now, this is an interesting one. I don't think we should ever sell James Tavernier. James Tavernier, despite his age, is my favourite player. I absolutely love him. I think he's a fantastic player, and, if we want to go and win a title this year, I think he's pivotal in that. And if we were to sell him, it would have to be, for me, £30 million upwards. For your captain, £30 million upwards. Saudi Pro League, I know he's 31. Some would say, damn, £20 million would take him. No. £30 million upward. It would have to be a record-breaking deal. If Celtic get £25 million for Jota, we can get £30 million for Tavernier. By far the best player within the Scottish Premiership, our captain, and as I said, pivotal towards our success. So if they want him, we start the bidding at £30 million. And we'll see from there, but I hope James Tavernier does not leave. He gets that testimonial and goes on to win more titles for the famous Glasgow Rangers. But one to watch there in terms of that. But again, in terms of transfer news at this moment in time, loosely again linked with players and players being linked with moves away. But that's all we've really got for you today. Of course, there's a bit more with regards to Sam Lammers. It does look like he is edging closer to an exit on loan to Utrecht, which I'm pretty happy about, to be perfectly honest. We could also get about £2.5 million back from the £3.5 million that we spent. So I hope he does well out in the Eredivisie. We get some money for him and yeah, bring in some new additions. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for daily Rangers content. And remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on the website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.